Hello everyone, welcome once again to Data Science Man. Here we are trying to create a simple dashboard like this on the financial data that we get from Microsoft Power BI resources itself. So in this basic tutorial you will learn how to create a dashboard like this where you have these filters like product filter, you know, the country filter and all, and you can see data is changing on the basis of whatever filters you are selecting. So let's get started. By reading the data first. This is financial sample Excel file that you can get from Power BI itself, that you can get from Microsoft itself. So here you can see, you can download it directly from this URL. I will share that URL in description of this video. Now here you can see we have segment where you can see the different type of segments like channel partners, enterprise, government. So this data is about products that are sold in different countries. So here is the product name like Montana, Pesio and Carretera, and some discount band, whether some discount band is applied like high, low, medium, none. Units sold, then manufacturing price, sales price, gross sales, discounts if any, you can see sales, total cost of goods sale or sold, profit, date at which this on which this product was sold, the month number, the month name and year. So although date is given, but they have also provided month number, month name and year. Here segment, country, product, discount band, these are all categorical columns and other columns are all numerical columns. Month name can be considered as a categorical column here in this case. So all you have to do is open your Power BI desktop. From there connect your Excel workbook and I will connect the financial sample file, and once the financial sample file is loaded, from here you can connect any sheet. So in Power BI you can see many connectors. So here you can see the financials and you can also see sheet 1. So in sheet 1 is actually what we are reading, and here you can see the financials also. So it's up to you. You can get started with sheet 1 and simply load it. So in Power BI you can connect with various data sources from this particular menu icon. Here you can connect to CSV file, SQL Server, web, you know, when you will click more you can connect with XML, JSON, Oracle, MySQL and different type of databases. So please subscribe to our channel Data Science Man so that you can learn more about these connections and everything. In this example we have simply connected with an Excel file, and after connecting with the Excel file we have this. We have all the columns that you are seeing here itself. So we will try to create a simple dashboard so that you can learn the basics of dashboard creation. You can learn the basics of these visuals. In Power BI, this is the data pane which you can collapse and expand. This is the visualizations where you will find all type of graphs. This is format page from where you can provide different styling to your graphs, different styling to your page. This is page. You can add these pages. Pages are where you will create your dashboards or reports, and here you will find different tabs like insert, modeling, view, optimize. So this is simply the home tab where you can start creating your visuals. These are the different type of views. This is report view, this is table view and this is model view. So if you, when you will have more tables So in model view, you can create relationship between tables, which you will learn later. Here, let's start by creating simple graphs. So the first thing to learn is creating cards. These cards are simple data cards, which you can call them, and you in these cards you can show one value. For example, here we want to show cost of goods sale or sold. So this is the sum of COGS, that is sum of cost of goods sold, which is 101.83 million. Similarly, you can copy this card and paste it here, and here you can simply select other column. What you have to do when you will select a card here, when you have selected a visual, you will see fields. In these fields, you can drag any of these numerical values. So let's drag this numerical value. So this is again sum of sales. You can see sum of sales and sum of cost of goods sold is almost equal, but there is a difference here. So this is 101.83 million and this is 118.73. So that's why these two are different values. When you have a date column or a date field in your data, so Power BI reads it as date and it shows it as this date hierarchy, where you will see year, quarter, month and day. This will help us in creating different type of other graphs. When you are creating a visual, so you can go to the format visual part. Here you will see call out value. Call out value is this value. If you want to give different color, let's say we want to give this color, so you can select that color here. Okay, and this is your category label, which is this sum of goods sold. So you can turn on or turn off the category label. If you will expand this, here you will have option to change its size and make it bold. Okay, so this is what you can do. Next thing is go to visual, go to general tab. Here you will find properties like height and width, title. Suppose what if we turn off the category visual and turn on the title. The title will be visible on top. So this will be total COGS. Here you can design the title size and you can align it in center and make it bold. And these are the settings that you can do. If you want to enable a subtitle, from here you can write a subtitle, something like this, a simple subtitle. Click here, general, title, and here you can see we have a title. So we will turn off the subtitle. You can put a simple divider line here, and from here you can customize spacing, like space below the title. Okay, so you can make the space below the title 0 or something, space below the title area, whatever is this, you can simply reduce it. Here are the effects where you can select background for your card. So back, for example, I want to select this background, or I want to select this background, or obviously something else, whatever I like I can select. For example, what if I like this background? Okay, color is something that here you will see recent color and you can select any color of your choice. So from here, what if we select a very light orange color? Okay, so this way you can simply create your visuals. Let me remove this. You can click on it, again go here, general, effects, and generate a shadow. So this way it will kind of stand out. When you are creating dashboard, you can do this. Similarly, copy this 2-3 times where you can show different type of data. So for example, we have selected total cost of goods sold here. Here let's remove this, and here we will simply do total sales. So again you have to go there, general, title, total sales. Okay, this way you can select this. Then you can again go here, remove this, and here you can show something like total profit. Okay, so out of total sales of 118.73 million, total profit is 16.89 million. So from here, general. So you have to do this multiple times. Slowly you will get a hold of it. It is very easy. And again, in title, let's say total profit. So this is what you can do simply. So first try to learn how to create these cards. Okay, there are multiple type of visuals that you can create, which you will just learn, but this is very important. Let's learn how to apply filter on this data. So suppose after creating your cards here, so we connected this data, the Excel file, we created these cards, and in this card or in this report we have to apply filters. So one way of applying filters is opening this tab, and let's say we want to apply country as a filter. So from here you can drag country, and if you will select Canada, France, so you will see that these filters are applied. That country is either Canada or France. Okay, but what if we want to give the user who is viewing this file the control to apply the filter? For that you have slicer. Okay, so just add slicer to your report, adjust it as per your design. Okay, let's add slicer here, and in the slicer what we will do, when you will see slicer, so you have option to add data field here, and by you can select any field from here. So this time we are selecting the categorical field country. You will simply put here, and now it will show these values. These are all check boxes. So in check boxes you can see any one value can be selected, and that's how you will be able to, you are seeing that it is filtering everything. Okay, here you can turn off these options like keep all filters, take all filters, and this is the simple option here. If you will click here and go to visual, here you will find slicer setting. So in slicer setting, first is vertical list or a tile. In tile you will see something like this. Okay, you can press control, and then if you will select that particular thing, you will see it is filtering accordingly. Okay, so if you want to see for both Canada and United States of America, you can select both by pressing control. So this is one way of representing it. Then you also have option to represent as a drop down, so it will save your space. So if you will select it as a drop down, it will save your space here in the dashboard. Now you can click here. So again in visual you have slicer header. So slicer header is country. Obviously you can make it little bit bigger, you can make it bold. Similarly you can show border, that is top border, bottom border, left border, right border. This way you will see the border in country. Okay, here you again you can go to the slicer, and because this is slicer header, so if you don't want border you can remove that border. So right now we don't have this border, and let's go back. Then you have values. These are the values. So if you want to increase the size of values, make them bold, use a different font like this. So this way you will see these values, and it will be easier for user to view it. You can click it, you can go to values once again, and you can find different settings. In general, in properties you can see size. Title is something that we already have. In effect, we can go and apply a shadow. So this way you have your filter, and you have this value. So you can use different things like filter card is the text and icon color, the input box background, let's put some background. So these type of things you can apply, and let's click on it, and yeah, and go there, go to values, and go to background, and let's give some background color. So this way that background will also be visible. So this is a simple way to apply the filter in your report. One more thing that you can do is you can go to insert tab. From insert tab you can go to shape, and you can add shapes to your visual. Okay, let's say we are adding a shape like this, and in this shape we can actually provide different type of filters. So just adjust your design accordingly, and this way you will be able to add different shapes in your this background. Okay, here when you will see, so you can see that even though the filter is behind this, it is still not visible. So what you can do, you can click on it, go to format tab, and you can send it to backward. Okay, so when you will send this way, you can bring elements backward or forward. So this is one way you can simply do this. Now let's say we want to create different type of filters here. So we have country filter. Let's say we have another filter. So this time instead of country, we will have product filter. Let's say someone wants to see product wise sales. Okay, so let's say they want to see Paseo sale or Velo sale. So this way you can add filter and product. You can obviously reduce their width so that you can easily see them, but this is one way of using filters. Now since we have total cost of goods sales, total profit, we will now create a bar graph. So in bar graph, we have stacked bar graph, stacked column chart, we have clustered bar graph and clustered column chart. Okay. So in stacked, obviously if you will select different measures, it will be on top of each other, and in clustered, it will be side by side. Let's select clustered bar, and let's make it like this. Adjust its width. In clustered, what you can do, you can select what you have to put on x-axis and what you have to put on y-axis. So for example, let's select date. So what if we drag the date field on x-axis? So you will see that year is dragged on the x-axis. Okay, here you can select either quarter or month or day, which we will just see. And now on y-axis you can select any numerical value. Let's say you want to find out profit over time. So from here you can simply drag profit. So you can see in 2013 what was the profit and 2014 what was the profit. Here you have click to turn on drill down. Okay, and this way you can drill down the data. That means you can use months, you can use a day. So this way you can find different different type of date related fields. So this is something you can do easily. If you don't want it, what you can do, from here you can remove year, month and day. Now you are left with quarter only. So this graph is quarterly profit, quarterly sum of profit. Like throughout the years, this is data of 2 years. So that means you will have 8 quarters. So that's why it is sum of profit by quarter. So in quarter one of first year and in quarter one of second year, it is summing them. Similarly, as we did in case of previous examples, we will go there and from here go to general tab, title, align it to center, bold, increase its size, so that what is this showing. Okay, and now you have these values. Here you will see different options like subtitle, divider, spacing, effects. If you want to apply some kind of background, what I usually do is I enable shadow here. You have header options, tooltips. In visual, you have the legend, which is turned off, which is for colors, and this is for small multiples, columns. Here the color is blue color. If you want, you can select any other color. Okay, it's up to you what color you want to choose. If you use FX here, so in FX what you can do, you can select gradient and you can start with lighter shade of a color. For example, let's start with light pink here and go to darkest color. So this way you are saying in your sheet this we are selecting the profit value. So sum of profit, if it is lowest value, it will be of light shade, highest value of dark shade. You can see here. So lowest value is light shade and it is getting darker and darker. So this way you can simply show sum of profit by quarter. When you selected a graph like this, so on y-axis you can add other things also. You can select something like sale price, gross sales, and you can also put sales. So let's do it in a different graph. Let's copy the visual and paste here. And in this visual, what we will do, we will select multiple values. So here let's get rid of sum of profit and let's put sales and let's put gross sales. So this way we can add multiple values here. That's why it is stacked column chart, right? So this is quarter one sum of sales and sum of gross sales. You can see always the gross sales is always more than the total sum of sales. But this is another simple visual with which you can learn how to create something simple like this. We have uh, now we also have product. So let's say we want to show product wise total sales. So what we can do, we can select a donut chart here, and in the donut chart we can click here, and in legend you have to drag a categorical column. Okay, so in categorical column we have product. Obviously we can select any particular product, and as you are seeing, either only one product can be selected here. Okay, so the when you will go to filters, visual setting, here you will see selection option. From here you can turn off single select. Okay, so this is single select, and you can turn it off, and you can see multi select is on, and show select all. Select all is very important because this way we can now see data of select all. Similarly here also in this filter you can show this. So first we will see all the data. This way we will see all the data. That's why you are seeing in donut chart that we have dragged here. So we are seeing all product, and let's say total sales. So this way we will see sum of sales by product. Okay, and we can simply go to effects and enable shadow, and let's go or lovely create a pie chart here, and in the pie chart we will show country wise profit. So in legend we will drag the categorical column country, and from here you will drag profit. So this is country wise profit, and from here you can click general effects and shadow. You can go back to title, and as we are doing, increase the size, make bold, center, same. So this is what you can do simply. So this is one way of showing the simple financial sales dashboard. Let's close all of this. When we are on page and we have not selected any visual, so you can go to format page option, like canvas setting, type is 16:9, a letter, a tool tip, custom size you can apply. Okay, so from here you can select different sizes. Then you have vertical alignment and canvas background. Let's select the color. Let's select some color. Okay, you can also apply image. So you can do these things, and in the filter pane, what text you have to apply. So everything you can select from here. The page information, like it is page 1. So let's say this is report, or let's call it financial report. Obviously this is the basic report, we will learn more reports later. So this is the simple financial report. There is one more thing you can do. You can go to insert, from here go to shapes, insert a rectangle shape. So select entire area. Okay, go to general tab, and in effects, in shape, style, choose some color like this color, and from here go to format and send backward. So make sure now everything is visual. Okay, so this way you can create a very simple financial dashboard.